My pride. My pride in feeling like I'm being disrespected, because it's like there's like you could treat me like I'm new, I get that part, but to treat me like I'm basically nobody is different, because that's pretty much how he talks to them, kind of like, nah, y'all can't do no songs, nah, y'all can't, you put on these aprons, you tell them they're here to push her, not themselves. It's like I get it, you in this for your artist, I get that part, but you're not gonna disrespect me along the way. Like opportunity, yeah, I get that, but I don't know. In these scenes, I'm feeling where Charity's coming from.
I'm feeling both.
Honestly, I'm not feeling dude with the curly hair.
I'm feeling him because it's like he is the epitome of what like a manager industry type nigga is, pretty much. Like I'm doing stuff for my own well-being as well. You know what I mean? It's just like I can't just slide anybody in. You know what I mean? It's just like, think about it. We finally get to a place, me and you. Then niggas just be like, well, what about me? You know what I mean? And they want to get in, but it's like, we just got in too. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm trying to establish myself and, you know what I mean, get some type of foundation here to where I can grab people and it'd be easier. But if I'm already doing you a favor, like don't try to get more out of the favor right now. It's like, yeah, it might seem up right now, but this is also just an opportunity.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Right. Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. Yay! We back. Season 2 of Rap Shit.
Finally.
I would say the first thing I noticed, because I didn't know they dropped 2 episodes, but these episodes is quick as fuck.
Nigga, I was watching them things. I was just like, yo, what happened? Like, is it over? It reminds me of how Insecure was. Like, you get into it and it be just like credits.
Yeah, the hella fast. I was like, damn. But we jump in where what's the main? I don't want to call it the main girl. The light skin. What's her name?
The main girls are Shauna and Mia.
That's what I don't want to say main girl. I was trying to think of their name.
Okay, so, Shauna.
So Shauna's dealing with they kind of just give you like they don't dive too deep into what happened last season unless you watch the recap. But Shauna's she's on edge because she has a court case coming up. Where all the scheming shit that her partner was doing, Haitian dude, it's like he got arrested, right? And they questioning her. Or is it just like the hotel's been reporting scheming?
I think the hotel is just reported. I don't think nobody went to jail yet because old boy was saying, he was just like, yo, look, if I'm going in for this, like pretty much I'm telling. That
weirdo.
He pretty much said, yo, I'm gonna snitch on your girl. I'm like, what?
Pretty much. I thought he was talking about killing her because he was like, can we trust her? I'm like, is this nigga gonna pop her?
Nah, I think he's just talking about like shit. Like she was the one who did it almost. You know what I mean? Like putting it on her. That's what I got from it.
I mean, it's kind of like he's blaming her for getting caught, even though she didn't get caught. It's like the hotel's been reporting it.
At the end of the day, like she did what she was supposed to do. Now I'll never get that when it comes to crime. It's just like, yo, if I get caught, don't get mad at me because I was at the police station.
Right. They like I asked to go there.
We're doing illegal activity. They brought me in, and now I didn't tell. Like, nigga, she was at the police station. She talking to the feds. Like, nigga, we're doing crime.
That'd be the worst for movies and shows when like somebody go to jail and then they automatically kill them. Like, did they ask you anything? Like, nigga, they picked me up for a speeding ticket. What did they ask about me? Like, no, you still gotta go. God,
why they let you out? Lift up your shirt, see if you got a wire. I think I got on a tank top.
So that's where we start. She's completely done with the other boyfriend. Like he's out of there.
Yeah.
They're going on tour. Mia's dealing with finding somebody to watch her child, it was crazy when she was discussing her friend watching them and watching her, but then it was like the baby daddy wasn't an option. But then you kind of see why in this case, you see why he's not a good option.
I'm gonna keep it real. Mia is a good baby mother.
Yeah.
Because she, even though she was on his helmet as much as she needed to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like she wasn't just like, I'm about to take you for all you got. Like, I know that you're doing other stuff too, so I'm not gonna be just like, yo, it's your baby. I'm putting him on you. Now she should have just came to him like he said, like you should have just asked me or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you can ask in a way to where it's not like, nigga, it's your baby, take him. But it's like she was just like, she went and like she had options or whatever, and she wasn't trying to put everything on him because she knew he was busy.
Right. And it's she didn't want, so she had to go on tour. Her best friend one of her friends was supposed to watch the baby, but she couldn't watch her. She could only watch her 1 week. So it was like she didn't want to take it to her mom because her mom's an alcoholic. Even though her mom don't seem like an alcoholic, she's not playing the alcoholic role.
You just
no, because it was like she's supposed to be, even in those scenes, she was supposed to be drunk. But I'm like, I'm not getting drunk from her. Like I'm getting it's not even crazy. Like I don't know. I didn't get alcoholic. But she's supposed to be alcoholic, so that's why she didn't want to go with her. And then her baby daddy, it was just funny. The little girl was like, I don't like going over there because it stinks over there. And she was like, and I can't use my tablet. And she like, use the Wi-Fi. She looked at kind of like, you don't got Wi-Fi? And it was like, you can use my hotspot.
Like, it's slow. That should be true as hell. That hotspot be trash.
The hotspot ain't shit.
Yeah.
But so you see them setting up to go on tour. Shauna's mom don't like that she's doing this rap shit and going on tour, and she kind of like it's like normally the father is the one who's like an asshole when you show up, but the mom is the asshole. Like, what are you here for? We don't got no money for you. It's just kind of like they like that, like get on.
That scene reminded me of how rappers always be just like, nobody believed in me, kind of, or my teacher told me I wasn't shit. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess since I didn't live that life, you know what I mean? Like, it seems so unrealistic to me to come home and your mom be just like, you just a disappointment. You're a horrible person. Your feet stink and you don't know Jesus. You know what I mean? Just horrible things to say to your child or whatever. I was just like, damn, moms would have never came at me like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, but some people have that relationship with their folks, I guess.
And it was like I think they were painting the picture of her mom, because her mom's clearly not from America. Like they overseas they got those standards, kind of like you need to be. That's what she said. Like, you should have been a college dropout. You ain't shit, basically. Like you're gonna do this stupid rap thing. If you go on that tour, don't ever come back here. Basically, it's like, damn, you just gonna write her off. Like I can see if she lived at home and wasn't doing. She don't even live with y'all.
Exactly. Like, she came in on some like, don't be coming in here asking for money. I'm just like, damn, like, I came in here to tell you I'm about to go on tour.
Yeah,
I was gonna give y'all some money.
So that's their setting. That's Shauna and Mia's setting. Then the manager, what's her name? What's the manager's name?
Charity.
Charity's she's dealing with her main hoes like, I want to basically be the assistant pimp while you gone, because these hoes got to stay in line.
Hey, Pretty V is killing it.
She's murdering this.
Killing that role. I'm like, damn, did she act before? I only seen her in skits.
I only seen her in skits too with fucking Desi Banks.
Those skits is working. She's killing it. Like, in a good way.
She's killing it. So it's like, so everybody's dealing with wrapping up home before they go on tour.
Yeah.
The bullshit comes in when they talk about the tour. And it's like, we ain't paying y'all shit to go on this tour.
And you can't.
But you saw what happened?
And they can't do their songs.
And you can't perform your song. You basically just here to be background singers and dancers for the white girl who's talking about selling drugs and all the hood shit.
Mm-hmm. And that's the grind, really, if you really think about it. It's like, you can't really expect any payments, because it's like, but that's the thing about managers, right? Like, managers either talk you into some good shit or talk you out of a good thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's kind of hard situation, you know what I mean, to deal with when you're dealing with a manager, because they want the best for you, but at the same time you're thinking like, well, shit, this is the grind. Like, I'm possibly not going to get paid right now. Manager's just like, no, we can get paid. We can figure out a way, but it's a possibility that that manager is going to talk you out of the deal, period.
That's the fucked up relationship. It's like the charity sees like, nah, y'all bigger than this. Right. But they hear him promise that he made a promise that he can't even keep. He's just like, at the end of this, you know what I mean? You drop your single, then $1 million deal. It's like you can't even because that's what Charity said. She's like, yeah, he made a promise, but he ain't even promised you that $1 million. He basically like selling y'all a dream.
Pretty much.
Come on this tour, be her fucking puppies, be her fucking backgrounds to promote her and push her higher, but y'all just gonna be back there basically.
Yeah, that sounds like the beginning. You know what I mean? I would have looked at that as just the opportunity. I would have, you know what I mean? Maybe they got a certain amount of money or whatever, right? Like, but as you know, that money is not gonna last. But at the same time, shit, if I know I got my foot in the door, I'm gonna follow the opportunity, unless the opportunity just seems like say if they like, oh, you gonna open up for an artist that's not even popping. Like, you know, you about to open up for an artist that's like low-key dying, and y'all just gonna be like, no, I'm not doing that. But if I'm opening up for the biggest artist, then yeah, I'm gonna do it. Opportunities.
Oh man, my pride. my pride and feeling like I'm being disrespected, because it's like there's like you could treat me like I'm new. I get that part, but to treat me like I'm basically nobody is different. Because that's pretty much how he talks to them, kind of like, nah, y'all can't do no songs. Nah, y'all can't. You put on these fucking aprons. You tell them they're here to push her, not themselves. It's like, I get it. You in this for your artist. I get that part, but you're not gonna disrespect me along the way. Like opportunity, yeah, I get that, but I don't know. In these scenes, I'm feeling where Charity's coming from.
I'm feeling both.
Honestly, I'm not feeling dude with the curly hair.
I'm feeling him because it's like he is the epitome of what like a manager industry type nigga is, pretty much. Like I'm doing stuff for my own well-being as well. You know what I mean? It's just like I can't just slide anybody in. You know what I mean? It's just like, think about it. We finally get to a place, me and you. Then niggas just be like, well, shit, like, well, what about me? You know what I mean? And they want to get in, but it's like, shit, we just got in too. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm trying to establish myself, and, you know what I mean, get some type of foundation here to where I can grab people and it'd be easier. But if I'm already doing you a favor, like, don't try to get more out of the favor right now. It's like, yeah, it might seem fucked up right now, but this is also just an opportunity. I'm only talking to you like this is because you're kind of popping off at the mouth to me, like, yo, I don't like this, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this, no, they need this, they need that. I'm like, whoa, wait, y'all don't have to come. Like, it's like the show's still gonna pop. I'm doing you a favor, you my homegirl, so that's why the favor has even been done. So I get Charity's on her business hustle shit. She's gonna try to get whatever she wants for her artist. He's trying to make sure he stay in the industry.
Yeah, but I don't feel him for that.
As the artist or as an ex-artist, you know what I mean? We, of course, are going to be like, man, like, we ain't going to be talked to like that or whatever, or we don't want...
No, it's more so I ain't feeling it only because the artist he is pushing, the artist he is, who's bringing him to the top, is on bullshit. Like, you basically mimicking, you're making a mockery of hood shit.
The nigga's half white himself, so I don't look at him as a sellout. He's just white.
Not him being a sellout, but what you pushing, like who you're pushing. So it's more so. So if he was the manager of dude that everybody was hyped about, what his name, Akbar or some shit,
Lord AK, this nigga
Akbar, whatever the fuck his name is. If he was his manager,
yeah,
I think I would feel different about it. But it's more like I don't know. When they said the Angel Mama, it's like, yeah, y'all up there serving this white girl. You know what I mean? Like, y'all are her servants, basically. You come out here, do your verses, get the fuck off her stage. And it's like you're being treated like that in the background, too. It's like you're being treated like the help, which I would be like, I would feel a way about.
No, I get you. I feel like if you pay attention to a lot of artists, right? Like if you really look, like their background dancers and their, you know, like look like Tupac situation. Like Tupac, like nobody was probably paying attention to who Tupac was when he was dancing for Digital Underground.
Right, not at all.
He was embarrassing himself up there in some draws. You know what I mean? That's
He
crazy.
wasn't. Okay, no. Let me say. He wasn't embarrassing himself because he didn't have a buzz. They whatever their rap group name is right now, they have a buzz already. So it's like, come on tour and be our background. Y'all already have a buzz.
I can name probably 100 people online that got a buzz right now. Buzzes is different than the way it used to be. A buzz is just the fact that your song went viral. That's it.
But you want to hear that song when you see them.
That's all they got.
Play it. Sing that song.
But just like Dude said, it was like, look, the analytics show that your buzz is Miami, period. This girl's buzz is all over the United States. So it's just like your little small buzz in Miami, that could die off in a day.
It could. Okay, so it could. All of that is true. But that doesn't mean, so come up here, do your verses and leave. That don't. So it's like, it's kind of like, what is so explain to me what the benefit is of them coming up there doing the verses on her song and then getting off the stage.
Experience.
Period. Experience for what? Because they ain't getting paid.
Experience. I also get like to be seen. You know what I mean? Like you can go up there, like what Mia did was pretty much like she gained fans by just killing that shit.
By twerking and all that.
She went up there and made fans that night. You know what I mean? You network, like you get into places that you would have never been able to get into ever. Like they have the backstage and all that, even though they got embarrassed back there. Well, Shauna did. You go back there and you meet people and you network. You make it about yourself. Like as soon as you get up there and start thinking like, I should be getting this and I should be getting that, that's where you made a mistake. You gotta like, okay, this is a door. These are doors that I would have never got into. So now that I'm here, let me try to make my own way. But don't try to like get mad because you're not getting the type of fame right away that you think that you got off of one song.
I don't know. Well, because I always tell you like I I got a thing about being little man or
No, I get what you're saying as a man.
Yeah.
As a man, I don't want to be like that. These are like, this is a different situation. You know what I mean? Like this is when business and friendship, like we're not friends, so it can be just business and not personal. You know what I mean? Like all it is just business. Ain't nobody friends with nobody. And Shauna and that guy, they ain't friends no more. Even though they be like, "Oh man, I miss you."
Yeah, no, he's like you can tell what he on.
Yeah, that shit over with.
But my thing is, so my feeling is definitely Charity, because she feels like Charity feels like y'all got the talent to make it regardless. She don't want them being treated like nobodies because in time they're going to be somebody. So that's her angle. But then at the same time, she told Shauna like, you can't bring that proud shit everywhere, and that's the truth too. Like, if this the lane you in, this the lane you in. But that stops when it comes to actually doing the business of it. For me, just for me in my mind, like when we go on, I want you to be an artist on stage with me. Be that artist on stage with me. I don't want y'all coming out like the help. I don't want y'all coming out like, do your verses, okay, bye. It's like if I'm at a certain platform and I can shine any type of light on you just for the moment, I don't come out here and do 4 songs. I feel you on that. Do your one song that's popping where you from. Let them hear that one song. All right, now y'all get off stage. I'm gonna continue the show because they're here to see me. But it's like, I'm not gonna have you come out here, do one verse, get the fuck off my stage. It's like you scared of being overshadowed, and I guess some people feel like that, but it's like then don't bring them. I don't want to go if you trying to keep me in this place of under you, if your manager's trying to keep us in a place to where you get bigger and we stay the same, because his focus is you, his focus ain't us. He don't give a fuck. Like he talking that shit. Like I could call Ice Spice right now. There ain't no Ice Spice is popping already. She ain't gonna be like, yeah, I come open for this white girl. No. You got us because you know Shauna and you know you can do that. The whole reason he's in contact with him because he saw the trajectory. Yeah, he saw that shit. Right. He saw how fast that shit popped off. He like, oh, because that's what he told her. Like, you're doing everything I told you to do when I was fucking with you, and now it's working. But it's like you want to make sure that you keep that shit in the bottle to where your artists pop off. then you might be like, all right, y'all ready to work. But it's like, I see what your plan is already. And Charity see it too. She like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do. You're using them as stepping stools for your artist to get big. You're validating the hood shit your artist is talking about by having these real hood girls with her.
I understand that. That makes sense.
So that the industry, maybe that's why I don't fuck with that industry shit. It's like I get what he's trying to do, but I don't fuck with it. Yeah. I don't fuck with it at all. I don't give a fuck what look he's talking about. I'm getting. If we ain't talking business, the business is to happen right now. I don't want no future business with you by going on tour, getting to see the way she shine. No, fuck that.
Yeah, the type of nigga he's a slimy nigga. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I also get his character. You know what I mean? Like his character is just like he is on the edge of being nobody. You know what I mean? Because like you, as a person with no talent, you can always be. I mean, he makes beats. He makes beats. So it's just like he can always, be a beat maker or whatever. But if you ain't making beats for nobody, that's just what you are. You're just a beat making ass nigga. So it's just like he wants to make sure that he's attached to enough. That's I'm not gonna attach myself to something that I don't know is a sure thing all the time. Like, I'm gonna roll the dice sometime, but not all the time. Like this is their first tour date. Things can change, but I'm gonna walk through this door. Now, if I don't like what's going on, like Shauna's been disrespected. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? But until I find that out, I'm going. You know what I mean? Now, if I start feeling disrespected, like damn, like this shit ain't going nowhere, I'm gonna do my own thing. You know what I mean? But I'm going to walk through that door.
I'm not. I'm telling you right now, we show up as Brian, we show up as individually sick. Hey, yeah, we want to take y'all on tour, but you can't do no songs. We can't pay y'all. But I'm telling you, by the end, you're going to have the opportunity to make $1 million. I'm going to look at you like, Brian, I'm not fucking going.
You're saying that as an adult. 20-year-old me and you would have looked at that situation totally different. No,
I don't think so, children, man.
No family to like look after. No, we would have looked at
but
that.
But look, no. And I'm saying that because I told you why I stopped rapping after you left. It's like I saw hints of the bullshit. And that's why I was like, oh no, this shit ain't for me. Cause I can see the game you gotta play with this bullshit. I seen the parties where it's like the nigga have a listening party, ain't nobody even listening. Everybody's in here shaking hands and trying to make friends and shit. I'm like, I care more about the art than being fake with niggas. That's just me. So it's like I can't handle that.
Yeah, I think even the artists that are conscious go through that same shit. They all gotta go through the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like in order to get where they want. Now you could change the game once you get on. Like once you're there, it's like I ain't going to these parties no more. Ain't nobody gonna tell me what I'm not doing. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that I'm performing with this person. But you gotta get in the door. Now, if you,
I would say
you don't want to play the game, then that's on you kind of situation because you can't make your own game.
I would say that was true back then, but in the space they're in now, we have the internet where you could get on anywhere. They popping in Miami right now, but if they dropped a TikTok with that seducer scheme shit, it's gonna blow up around the world. They could do their own thing. Like it's literally that the dude used old school logic for them for today. Because that's not true. It's not, you don't have to be back there behind them and you can't perform your songs. We're muting y'all. We're basically holding y'all in the bottle. They don't have to do that today.
No, they don't.
That's what Charity was like. We buzzing. We got hella listeners. He's like, we only got 700,000. It's like, nigga, that's a lot though. That's if you attach it to other things on the internet, that's a lot. Like you could create your own buzz. You don't have to do that. It ain't like back in the day we got to do chitlin circuits and shit.
But you see, even Charity as the person that, she wants more for them, but she also sees the benefit in networking and being around the bullshit. Like she did coke for networking purposes, nigga.
Charity's in the industry shit.
She took old boy's number that disrespected Shauna just because she knows that we got to get in these rooms. Like, we want more for you guys. You know what I mean? We want to do more, but also there's going to be some bullshit. You know what I mean? Like we got to see how many hands we can shake. You know what I mean? Because even at the end when Shauna got sprayed with the champagne bottle, she was just like, look, you got to stop complaining about that bullshit. You got to stop, acting like you're somebody that you're not at this point. Like you're not a star yet.
And that's why I said I agree. That's why I said I agree with Charity too. Because it's like don't come in this room and put your nose in the air. If you look at it, she keep pointing out the bullshit, like y'all don't see what's happening. Like just leave then. Like why are you in here? You know what I mean? Like you don't have to technically be in here.
Yeah,
get the fuck on.
I see this show going totally different in the future or whatever. I don't see Shauna and Mia being like the rap group that they are, because Shauna's not gonna allow that. Like, she does not want to rap like that. When old girl came up to him and was just like, yo, you remind me of Rhapsody.
If she
And
was
she
a
was a
hoe.
hoe. That broke her soul, because she want to be like Rhapsody. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean, Rhapsody as the whole version, and she's gonna always want to do her lyrical miracle. It ain't gonna never. That's never gonna stop. Like, she's
right, because that's who she is.
That's who she is. So I think at some point we're not going to see the them become big stars. I think it's gonna always be like some type of like a conflict, you know, some type of like, all right, well, I want to do this, you want to do that. Like, they're gonna go solo. It's gonna be a bunch of shit. I just don't think that they're going to become a big group as the City Girls.
I think the opposite. I think we're gonna see in a future episode where they don't give a fuck. Charity makes the DJ put on their song and they perform their song and the crowd go crazy to where it's like, we want them to perform now. And then when they get to a certain point, Shauna's gonna be like, I can't keep doing just the whole shit. It's gonna be to where it's like, I gotta spit some positivity and you could do your whole shit if you want to. I think they're gonna blow up in a group, but it's gonna be weird.
Yeah, there's gonna be that for sure. But I just don't think I don't think the show is going towards like, yo, let's get them like by the 4th season that they're big, you know what I mean? And they're going through that whole thing. I think it's gonna be a lot of drama and a lot of situations to where it's just like, it's gonna look like a real process. You know what I mean? It's just like you go up and you go down. You go up and you go down. Like, it's gonna be a point to where they ain't even doing music no more.
Oh damn.
Not at all. Like, but they stop. You know what I mean? It's gonna be just like, you know, I'm done with this shit, and she's gonna walk away. She might come back.
I think it's gonna get to a point. I think it's gonna get to a point where, like I said, they're gonna take over on the tours where people want to hear them. They're gonna damn near be the headliners.
They're about to
the
leave.
White girl gonna get exposed.
They're gonna leave that.
And then they're gonna get a deal, and then that's where the temporary breakup happens, because it's gonna be like, Shauna's like, I want to do the album this way, and Mia like, I want to do the album this way, and it's like we can't fucking find no common ground. So I think we'll get a temporary breakup, but then they got to come back together. It's like I feel like the show ends with them being on top, rich.
The show ends
with rich people problem.
I can see that. Like, not in the 3rd season they big, and then they showing us the big life. There's like, the show ends with them, like, just like you said, popping. Like, you know what I mean? They're where Rain or Rain is, or where Lord AK is. You know what I mean? Like, that's.
I think they popping by next season.
You think so?
Yeah. I think by next season. I think Shauna finds out Lord AK ain't like his entourage, and that she fuck around and do a song with him on some lyrical miracle shit.
Hey, it'd be like that though. Like, you'd be the big artist that you're somewhere for this big artist and they never show up. I've been to parties like that. You just like, oh yeah, Kendrick Lamar gonna be here. There's a Kendrick Lamar party. He's not there. Everybody waiting on, you know, to see him. He's not there. It's just his entourage. It's just entourage people that are behind the scenes, and he ain't got nothing to do with it. He get off and go on the tour bus and go home. He in another state.
So. Right. That nigga entourage is weird. Buddy's funny as fuck. But dude getting at the dark skin girl, I was like, this shit is crazy.
My wife got mad at me yesterday because I wasn't paying attention to the color. And I was just like, she was just like, oh, you see what he's doing, right? He was like, oh yeah, he getting rid of the girls that's unattractive. She was just like, oh, you're attractive. My wife is dark skin, so it was like, I wasn't paying attention to color, but I wasn't even saying that they were unattractive, but I thought that that's what they were doing. I thought dude was just like,
I get what you're saying. You're not saying they're unattractive to them. They're unattractive.
Yeah, so she was like, no, it's the dark. I was just like, oh, I didn't know, but
it was definitely the darker one.
Yeah, that so far so good though. You know what I mean? Like, I love the graphics, the internet stuff, the social media filters and all of that. Like, I love that shit. Like, that shit makes for a good show. Like, and it comes together really well. Flows. I feel like I wish the episodes were an hour.
That shit's fast, man. These episodes is fast. So it's like, imagine next week we're gonna watch one. It's only gonna be like 25 minutes. Like, damn.
Yeah, and it's like this season gonna be over after 8 episodes probably.
Fuck.
So it's just like we're gonna have to wait another whole year. So it's like the thing about it is they gotta hurry up. You know what I mean? Like every scene, every episode has to be something. They can't drag this season.
Yeah, I don't fuck with the lingering either, but this shit is happening fast.
Yeah, but I'm with it though. This is I love Charity's character, like just her grind and her hustle. You know what I mean? You could tell it's just like it's either this or I'm just like a dirtbag pimp in the streets. You know what I mean? I'm damn near homeless. You know, I am homeless.
He is homeless.
I mean? So what's it called? What do you think the relationship with what's his name? Maurice and Shauna's gonna be? Because it's like they kind of doing their little side shit or whatever on, but at the same time, they're in this situation where they might be going to doing some time. But it's like they like each other.
I think it's gonna come down to the point where Maurice takes a rap for her.
Yeah, I can see that. I definitely see that.
I think it comes to that. I think if it goes down, because this boy is already on, like, I'm telling on her. So it's he gonna step up to play, like, I've been scamming and shit, and she gonna be like, why you do that? Because you're gonna be somebody. You know what I mean? Keep your grind going. Because he's the reason she's even involved.
Right. Yeah. Real shit.
So I see him taking the fall for it, or they take the City Girls angle and Shauna goes to jail, and Mia's out there putting on for the fucking, what's the name of that group?
I've seen Shauna and Mia the whole time, so I think it's just Shauna and Mia. But
okay,
I don't think they came up with a name yet.
So they could take that angle to where she pushes the group.
That makes sense. That's a good story.
Mia,
taking off of them.
You saw Mia's change because she wasn't fucking with Shauna, but then when she saw her get disrespected, you see she flipped, like, man, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You seen that. Do you see Bobby Brown, Whitney Houston angle from this nigga that's flying her out? Do you think that something bad is gonna happen between them?
Absolutely. I think that I was, having this conversation yesterday. I'm thinking that there's going to, like, that nigga ain't just paying you for no reason, giving you money and flying you out. That nigga owns you now.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be something violent. It's not going to be a love story. Yeah.
There's something about that is weird.
Yeah, that nigga's he's buying her right now. Like, yo, like, I own you. You know what I mean? It's some type of motive. You know what I mean? It's not just like straight up like, oh, I like you, so this is what I'm doing. Like, nah.
Right. And then I see her baby daddy he's gonna play a big role in the new music they make too.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be making the beats.
Yeah, this is once they get the attention. This is what my prediction. They get on that stage, they say, fuck it, we doing our own song. And I think Mia's gonna be the one to be like, fuck it, put on at what's her name? The manager's gonna tell them put on the beat. They're gonna do their seducer scheme shit. They're gonna blow up. Light-Skin Cuz gonna be like, y'all can't be on the tour no more. We're kicking y'all off.
Yeah.
But the buzz gonna be so real that they could just do their own thing. Then they realize what Charity's been saying, like, y'all can do this on your own. Y'all don't necessarily have to do this. It's a good look, but you don't have to do this tour because ain't nothing coming from this.
Yeah. I could see that. I don't think anything is wrong with Francois, or if it's Francois. Yeah, Francois and Rain are doing. I just feel like they doing the bullshit. The bullshit that's in the industry, like, it's like that we are pretty much this
Iggy
white girls.
Iggy Azalea.
Right. We putting this white girl on. She's, doing the coke songs and shit like that. Like, we don't care. We don't care about the crack dealing community enough to be like, oh, we ain't gonna, like, do this, like, because that shit was actually a funny piece of dialogue.
That shit was funny as fuck.
And then when she was just like, you disrespecting the people that are out here dealing crack, like, what?
That nigga said we're disrespecting the integrity of the crack dealer.
It's like, yo, fuck them, right? Like, you know what I mean? So I get his angle or whatever, his side, and the whole Raina thing. I just don't think that, just like you said, they're gonna last with them. They're gonna end up trying to steal the shit. They're gonna either steal the show, or somebody's gonna put something in Francois' ear to give them that piece of the show, and it's gonna look like it's organic, but they really were gonna shut Rain down anyway. But he's gonna tell them different, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all
and try to move in as their manager.
Right. I can see that happening. So I don't think Francois is going anywhere. That's what I'm saying. I think he's going to be, because if they get kicked off the tour, they're going to cut him out of the show.
I mean, they get
his
kicked off.
friendship with Shauna is going to keep him around as a character.
Okay, so I feel like something's going to happen to where they kick them off the show, but then it's going to be like the people that come to see the white girl want to see them and don't see them. So it's like now the white girl's booed. Now the white girl's losing fans. Now they're kicked off the tour because it's technically not their tour either.
Yeah, it's Florida Gays. Like they're the opener of the opener. I think it comes to a point where it's like he's outside looking in, trying to be their manager. And it might even get to the point where Shauna's like, he's my manager, and Mia's like, Charity's my manager. It can even come to that. It's possible. It's a lot of possibilities in this show, man. It's like you see the gateway with Charity. Like shit, Charity might fuck around and become a dope addict, and then her shit gets shot. You know what I mean? Like you don't know.
Hey,
like,
that's what I thought. No, that's what I thought when she sniffed the cocaine. I was like, oh.
Yeah, so many different things could happen with this. Just like you said, they can go to jail. Charity could like shit be on dope, lose all her shit, and then she trying to get back on. Francois could take over. It could be a lot of things going on. Like it's very open ended.
I think it's gonna come to a point that might be the season ender where Francois trying to manage them and Shauna sees it as a good idea, and Mia's kind of like, nah, that could be a temporary breakup too. Like, nah, you ain't finna just kick her out.
Yeah,
because he don't respect her as a manager at all. That nigga was like, I don't even know why you here. Like, clearly you don't know why you here either.
Yeah, real shit. So they gonna always go back and forth. I was just sitting here thinking, I was like, damn, I low key like every character.
Yeah,
I like every character has like even Mia's friends. You know what I mean? Like the little homegirls or whatever. Like I feel like every character stands out in their own way.
Just her mom. I don't know, something. It's like she don't come across as drunk. Maybe because she looks so put together, but she don't come across as like no alcoholic to me. Like, but that's the line they pushing.
The mama look their age.
Yeah, but that's on purpose. Like she gave birth to her when she was young, but she don't come off as drunk. Like even when she gave her the speech, like, yeah, I must have did something right, and then she was like, yeah, she drunk. She just talks shit. I'm like, what? She's what? Like she can't be.
Yeah,
I don't know. She don't come across as drunk to me. But I like all the characters too.
Yeah. Did you notice
the little girl in the studio was crazy?
Oh my god, that shit reminded me of me, because I was definitely used to take my daughter to the studio because that was just a life. But it was just a studio. It wasn't a studio like that though. Like all my studio sessions when I was out here by myself I was by myself for the most part. So it wasn't niggas in there smoking. It was just me and my engineer.
Yeah,
it's just like that was it. Like, here you go, baby. Here's your little here's the phone. I'll be right back. Do my thing. It's like, all right. You know, man, it is what it is. It wasn't no, you ain't feed me, daddy. Where's my iPad? It's stinking here. It wasn't one of those situations.
Hell no.
No, I couldn't do that.
Hell no.
Yeah, man. Rap shit
season 2. It's on and popping now.
You know
like, share, subscribe, talk back everywhere. If you there, let us know if you watching this. Hopefully y'all watching this. This is our first review. We didn't review the first season. Hopefully y'all fucking with this season.
We wasn't doing the podcast yet, but I was gonna say that Nelly was Lawrence's girlfriend and
yeah.
I
explained that to my wife. From the first season, I told her that. I was like, that's the girl from the bank.
Yeah. But anyway, until next time.
Yeah. Rap shit.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.